All right. Okay. I think both platforms are good. I think we are ready. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. How's it going? Ugh. Um. Welcome back. Welcome back to Tuesday. Y'all had a good Tuesday? Y'all had a good weekend, maybe? I was gonna say something, but then I completely forgot. So, there goes my tangent, my little conversation piece for the beginning of the stream. I mean, I would want to talk a little bit, just to get warmed up. You know what I mean? Really find my voice, and hopefully not sound super tired, because I am. Good thing I got this coffee right next to me. Home brewed coffee, as you could say. You know, it's crazy because, like, I tried like making coffee like how it is in like cafes and everything, like this weird way of doing them. Like, you put like freaking ingredients in a cauldron, you put the milk in, you put the water in, you put the coffee in, you put whatever the hell else is in there. But I don't have like 90% of the tools that cafes have. So it's like, you know what, let me just put just milk in it. Just straight from the carton. No frothing it, no steaming it, no nothing. No high quality coffee. I tried doing that, and I tried making like an iced coffee from that. Nope. All the ice melted before I could even drink the thing. So I just drank like a hot and cold watered down coffee. These baristas don't play. I mean, I didn't know that there was a science to this. And I was like, that coffee is not this coffee that I have right now. That coffee was like, what? Like 2 days ago? Yeah, no, this one's just a basic, like, creamer and sugar into just from a coffee machine. So, and it tastes better than the iced coffee that I tried to make last time. Tastes good, who would have thought? Less is more, apparently. I never would have thought about anything like that. less is more? I never would have guessed. Alright, so my plan for today, finish this damn game. Finish this damn game so we can go on to Kiwami 3 because I need to play Kiwami 3. Or else I ain't living. You ain't living if you never play Kiwami 3, buddy. I don't know if I want to... Would I want to go back to my roots and just have just a time where it's only just the Yakuza games that I'm playing? Just only have... Like, I just straight up streamed, like, what, 3 times a week? 8 hours full of infinite wealth? I used to do that, man. Now I have a life. I have a job. I have a thing. I'm tired all the time. I mean, I was tired beforehand, but with a lot of time to spare. But now I'm just tired with limited time. So I gotta do the stuff that I can. So I'm just what is it? I guess I'll do that. Maybe commit like a time to where it's solely just Kiwami 3. Because I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that I would want to do with Kiwami 3. I mean, there's the main story and there's also Dark Ties, so I would want to experience those, you know, as soon as possible. I'm late to the party, but I'm fashionably late to the party. Or I will be, because I haven't finished installing Kiwami 3 yet, so we'll get to it when we get to it. So I think that's my plan right now. At least for the future. Today's plan is just finishing the game. But the plan for the future is just maybe put some time into Kiwami 3. And hopefully, I'll have a really fun time during that. That maybe I'll have like a... that I'll have a really swell time. That I'll just have so much fun. And then I'll say, actually, no, guys, you all are wrong. This is a great game. Or something like that, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now that I've made that clear, let me be clear. Now that I made that clear, let's finish the game. I'm not focused on it. There we go. Okay. I think we only got one thing left. We only got the one thing left. Solitary Cell 13. I'm gonna have to talk to this guy. I don't know why the Psyche Locks were black at this point. Sorry, sir. What happened? Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well, could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here for a moment. My apologies to the guard, but there's something I need to see. Okay, so this is very different. I don't know why the Psyche Locks were black. I'm assuming it's because, well, wait. You need to do these other things. It's like a whole, like, prerequisite. It's like, wait. Don't even trying to break these locks there, bro Chacho. You need to break all these other locks, or find these things out, before even touching these locks, brother. Don't even fiddle with these holes. Because these holes got teeth. And I'll bite you. Ah! Let me look at the wall. Apparently, Gavin brought everything in here with him when he came. All the things in here are more valuable than I have in my office. I'll admit I'm a bit jealous, but I shouldn't be. I mean, it's still a prison. Yeah, I mean, it's worth more than your office, but I mean, your office is bigger than than this jail cell. I feel like you have more room to breathe. My knowledge of flower names includes sunflowers, tulips, and that's about it. Not even roses? Not even, like, dandelions? Or, so I was always thought. But now I see I was wrong. I know that this is a rose, I think. But I have never seen a rose before. I keep thinking of that one Batman, like, love song, like, what is it, from Batman Forever? I think? With Val Kilmer? I think that's the one I'm thinking of. That's, like, the love song that has, like, that's called, like, Kiss from a Rose or something. I think when the Lego Batman game came out, I think that, like, the trailer for it, I think, used it as the backing track for it. And now it's stuck in my head. I gotta play that Lego Batman game. I want to play it. That sure is just screaming to be sat in. And if I sat, I'd probably fall asleep. And have very expensive dreams. Anything... Oh, I can grab this, actually. I remember I wasn't allowed to grab it because he was here. There it is, the yellow envelope. And the sender is... Drew Misham, I was right! When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. Envelope. I heard it was left at the crime scene. If this is the last letter that Drew Misham wrote, then there's something I need to do. I need to take a picture of it, quick. Pull out your phone. The last thing I need to do. In fact. Here it goes. Let's see if this atroquinine spray finds anything. The poison? It's probably on here, right? Yeah, dude. It's a stamp. What a nice stamp. What a nice commemorative stamp. So this
guy looks like my 9th grade orchestra teacher.
Who are you talking about? There's no one in front of us. There's nobody here in front of us. There's only an envelope, and unless you're saying the envelope looks like your 9th grade orchestra teacher.
The guy in the flashback.
The guy in the flashback. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the flashback. Who was in the flashback? I forgot there was a flashback. Guy in the flashback. Who was in the flashback? Drew Misham? Nah. Oh, wait, no. You're talking about friggin' that reporter. I forgot what his name is. Like friggin' Bonkers Meat or whatever his name is. Spark Brussel. Holy ears. He can hear every... Bless me. He can hear everything. He is all ears.
Those eyes are not human.
Dude, that rabbit is not human. I don't know if you've ever seen that image before. It's just an image of a rabbit, and the comments are like, dude, bro can hear everything.
Bro can hear sounds.
Bro can hear sounds. That rabbit is not human, bro. Classic. Wait. Bless ye. So this was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was a stamp, all right. No mistaking it. And his last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin.
Bless you, :3.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. The interview request came like you said it would. And they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you. So please release the spell you put on my daughter? I'll write later with a report? What the hell? Who put this spell on his daughter? What the hell? Are you talking to Christoph or are you talking to the magicians? Letter posted by Drew Misham just before dying. Poison traces found on the stamp. Finally, decisive evidence. Was this a burglar in jail? Good thing you're in the right place then. Ah, Christoph. Gavin. I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Vera Misham hasn't received her verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of atroquinine poisoning, but it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right, wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Nuh-uh. This is a very important element to the case, buddy. I have a wart that, oops, I don't have on me yet, but is very real, and I do have it somewhere in my house. So you're just gonna have to trust me on this one, Gavin. Please. Oh, sorry. I forgot I had it. Many thanks. Ooh. Ooh.
We'll have a search warrant.
I will have one. What the hell? That's a camera this whole time? We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it's time. Damn, dude, he's like freaking Batman. He's just... It's like what, like, how it was in the Batman movie with, like, Robert Pattinson. Like, those, contacts that he wore. Puts them into the computer. Can see all the footage that he's recorded for the past 7 years. But instead of the contact, it's just it's in the mouth of that freaking thing. I don't even know what that is. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? Is he a mascot? He's Phoenix's mascot. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter. The final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Also, by the way, Phoenix, where are we? Are we in a physical space right now? Where are we? Is this in the back room of the courtroom? Where are we right now? Do I have VR goggles on? Are we in cyberpunk? It's like the brain dance type of thing. Save your current progress? Yep. The trial. Dude, we got this. We got this. We're winning this case. We are winning this case. Just you wait. Nobody can ever doubt me ever again. Welcome to court. Where's like where's the rest of it? 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict of which you must decide. Is the defendant, Vera Misham, innocent or guilty? I think she is innocent. I hope so, anyway.
Valif, gank M.
Gank him. Bailiff? Gonk these ganks. Bailiff, where are my eddies at? Corpo, gank, other slang in Cyberpunk. Dude, I love Cyberpunk, holy. I wish I could replay it for the first time. Low-key changed my life. Only low-key, though. High-key, it's gonna have to deserve that high-key position, alright? It's gonna have to climb up the corpo ladder, if you know what I mean. The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? Oh. Preparations complete. I'm ready, Phoenix. Take me in there.
This game made me cry in a nonchalant way.
Nonchalantly. Loki, this game made me cry. Nonchalantly. Ladies! Wait in line. I remember. I remember. It's like a friggin' dementia patient. It's like my last flash before something important long lost ago. It's close now. So close. It's coming all back to me. It's all coming back. Oh, I remember. I don't have dementia anymore. Oh, I remember now. All my burning memories. They've been restored. October 9th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Vera Misham. I hope she's fine.
Somewhere at right now in time.
Somewhere in right now in time at this moment, right here, in this second, at this moment. Right here, right now. Presently, currently. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. This second here today. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I kind of forgot how to do his voice. Prosecution ready to rock. Prosecutor Gavin, how is the defendant Vera Misham's condition? Acute quinine poisoning, according to her physician. She could die at any time. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. Damn. Can we do something about it? How did it get in her system? Was it like a freaking mosquito that bit her? Dude, let's suck off the venom from her body, right? We can do that, right? Does that even work? I don't know if that works. I'm gonna have to assume it does, because it's like I'm connecting the dots. It's like, yeah, you suck the wound, that means the venom will be sucked out also. So let's just do the same thing, right? But it's like, how did it even get into her system in the first place? She only licked like what, 0.001 milligrams of atroquinine? Okay, man. Just for the thrill? Okay. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here. Yeah, well, we'll just send in like what is that thing called? I know there's a name for it, but like the little stretcher, I think it's called. Just bring in the stretcher, man. It's like how Daigo was at like the end of Yakuza 3. Just stroll in the stretcher, connect it to a vial. She'll be present in court. You know, just, you know, not actually present, but she'll be there. They should wait for her to get better and then do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them. Oh, Trucy. How old are you? Like 6? Using big words here, aren't you? That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this.
Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on.
Right. If Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. Cancel culture. But I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. I don't think Gavin knows about such a thing, does he? I mean, I don't think Phoenix would just straight up tell him. Very well, your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she has done.
But Vera was poisoned with natural quinine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
What better confession could you ask for?
Maybe an actual verbal one? I don't know. I feel like a confession would be better if they actually, you know, said it. I don't know. Maybe if they, like, use their words, I feel like that'd be, like, better. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Be the killer, she would have tagged access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
I don't know. Maybe someone else did it. Not, I guess anything could happen, man. That is true.
In other words, I see no use for further discussion. We could have our verdict yesterday.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense hold that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer.
If that's so, then you'll have to prove so. She was in court, giving her testimony before us.
It's just like a very cardboard cutout, she just fell.
How would you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was.
I feel like you would know him personally, Gavin. The prosecution's objection is sustained. I asked the defense to prove his claims to the court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned. I've got two things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which hit first? Show who. I think who is easier a little easier. Or wait, what do I have in my court record? The letter from Miss Ham, commemorative stamp, nail polish stamp, notebook page. Oh, but this is the there's a forgery. Autopsy report, landscape, acrylic, portrait of tiny frame. Okay, so the only thing I kept was like what? The nail polish and the letter from Miss Ham? Just who poisoned Vera Misham? I have a name for you.
Just a moment, forehead. You are aware this is an accusation you're making? Think a bit of risk is in order. This much, to be precise.
I understand. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time. Then let us hear it. Who poisoned Vera Misham? You. What's this? Christoph Gavin?
What's your game? What are you trying to benefit from accusing my brother, who is, in fact, in jail? Why, how dare you? The audacity! My bro, there's no way he could do such a thing like that, even though he is in jail for murdering somebody. You should know that better than anyone else.
Indeed. He is behind bars. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did.
What?
Christoph Gavin had the opportunity to poison Vera Misham. Apparently, the defense has something in mind. Let's see what it is. How did Christoph Gavin, currently in solitary confinement, poison her? My guess? Nail polish. Perhaps the same nail polish that Vera was using earlier. Maybe it just took a while. Maybe it just took a while, you know? Just because she was using it ever since the beginning of the case. Even in the detention center. So I guess it took a while for it to take effect. Maybe that's how. I don't know. But then again, I don't really know how it got into her system unless maybe she had a cut on her finger that just seeped in. But I'm gonna guess that's one. What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give it whoever designed the hand. Or I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand.
Is that nail polish? It's colorless.
Ah, something the matter?
No, nothing at all.
So the killer put poison in the bottle and made her drink it? Not necessarily. And also, I think Gavin knows that Kristoff has a bottle like that. As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails. Know any woman with red nails? Ah, my wife has red. He has a wife? Did not know he had a wife. I thought at least, or at most, a girlfriend. But a wife? I mean, congrats, man. I see, so she's been painting them all this time. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Court is now back in session. Vera seems pretty tense. Oh, yeah. Biting her nails. Oh my goodness, that's how it got to her. Oh no. Okay, that sucks. Practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Licking them all over. Like a freaking popsicle. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Her nails? Ah! Prosecutor Gavin, when the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once! Kristoff Gavin didn't have to poison the bottle the day of the poisoning, Your Honor. The moment Vera first held that bottle in her hand, her fate was sealed. But wait, this business about Kristoff giving her that bottle is only conjecture. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. He knows. That face tells me one thing. Kristoff Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel like there's a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Kristoff Gavin from jail as a special witness.
Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay, the defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Kristoff Gavin take the stand.
Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Kristoff Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. Central Prison. Right in smack heart dab, right into the middle of Central freaking City. I think maybe. Unless we think that this takes place in Manhattan. Your Honor, how nice to see you again. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? It's not every day that I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know Mr. Kristoff Gavin. Mr. Justice, I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? I mean, technically, yeah, but he's just, he's just been a little bit absent recently. I wonder why. Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You could do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadone nail polish? Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet. Or, not dead. And Was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed! This nail polish was how Vera Mishap was poisoned! Atroquinine, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier, maybe you can explain this?
You're being accused again. By him. Again.
And? You agree with his accusation, do you? How cheeky. I don't like how cheeky this guy is. Let's just get it over with, my brother. Just admit that you poisoned the girl, the poor girl. What the hell, man? Let's hold a proper trial then, shall we? Press off Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You're suspected of the poisoning of the defendant, Vera Mishap. Please testify on this matter to the court. Witness testimony. Poisoning Vera. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. What does that mean? Am I reading that wrong? Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I feel like I'm reading this wrong. Or maybe the game's fault. Hell no. They gotta fix that. I've been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poisoned her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely, you are going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Maybe. Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Is that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. But I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. Yeah. Why is that? Why would he do such a thing? Owning the same nail polish is not a murder. I don't know what that means. Press! Tell me, is this nail polish expensive? Ariadne is a nail polish of the highest order. Not only is it fabulously expensive, but it is made in extremely limited quantities. And you, Vera, and Vera just happen to both use it? That can't be a coincidence!
I'm guessing it's not a coincidence. Not a coinky-dink. It's simple. Eyezayis is the best nail polish one can buy, correct? Then if one wanted the best nail polish, one would buy it.
That makes sense. Well, it's a bit like my feelings toward the brand name gavel here. And my silk top hat. Are we done showing off our refined tastes? Please continue with your tasteful testimony. I've been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I possibly poison her? Can't you still make contact with the outside world in solitary?
Oh, so he had an accomplice on the outside. Is this your latest accusation?
I am allowed to a certain modicum of letter writing.
But the contents of those letters are closely checked. It would have been extremely difficult to send a hit request.
Prosecutor Gavin's on the warpath, isn't he? Yeah. You think so too, Trucy? I bet I know why. He must be nervous with his big brother watching. And maybe that's a weakness I could turn it to my advantage. Are we cool with that? May I continue? My father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The defendant is not dead yet. There are no known cases of someone surviving atroquinine poisoning. You seem to know a lot about atroquinine. I know a lot about a lot of things, which is why I suggest we pick up the pace. Or else, you'll be short one defendant, for what she's worth. The witness will refrain from speaking ill of the... ill! My apologies. Shall I continue? We should freaking kill this guy! Like he killed Vera and Shady Smith. The prosecution case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Hold it. Vera had no reason to want to commit suicide. And also, who would commit suicide by doing their nails? That's stupid.
The answer is quite simple, basically.
Allow me to explain, beginning of why did she do it? The answer is quite simple. She couldn't live with her own guilt. Next, why did she use nail polish to poison herself? This too is simple, so she could die doing something that she liked. Okay, doing something that she liked. Once she saw that the trial wasn't going her way, she knew she would die. And it's not easy to bring poison into a courtroom. Must I explain further? I don't know if she's that forward-thinking. I believe that's clear enough. Crystal clear. Wow, the two brothers together is like a two-man wrecking team. They could use a little bit more teamwork, though. Surely you weren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too. Is there a chance that I could perceive something from this? Now that he's doing an action? Maybe I could, like, maybe take a look at his peepers. Oh my gosh. I'm not seeing movement. I'm not seeing any movement. I'll pass on this one. Maybe there's another statement where he does the same sprite animation. No, that's the only time he does it. I feel like this is the part where I should be able to perceive. But like what? His hand tweaking? Maybe I did miss something. Yeah, I think there's really nothing. Maybe his hand was tweaking? Whoa. What the hell? Where did that come from? Whoa. What the frick was that? Ew. Ew. Gotcha, boy. Holy, what is that? How's your hand do that, bro? Oh my god. Ew. Kill him. Ah. Someone get a priest in here. Someone pray with holy water. Holy water. Oh my goodness. Damn. I think it's some sort of like blood pact or something. Because like, what the hell? That was a big gash though. Like that was a big scar. It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father too, your hand tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. And, let's assume for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah. Then I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it, too. This is how you poison Mr. Misham. The sticker. Or the stamp, I mean. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. After quinine was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell. Boom, baby. Shut you down. We better shoot you down in real life. See, look at him look away in shame. Not even trying to make eye contact, boy. Boom. That is all, Your Honor. Order, order, order. Poison on the back of the stamp. After Drew Misham was killed, someone paid a visit to his witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Misham write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Russell's testimony. Well, that's the thing, see? After he put his letter in that envelope, Mr. Misham sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp, a so-called postage stamp, end quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that he used it that night. That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I somehow manipulate coincidence. Interesting, but I also think he's just using words to confuse. He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. I mean, wait, don't we have that? It's like, please. It's like, please, like, send the envelope back with a designated stamp or something. With the enclosed stamp. And he talks very fancy. Just like someone I know. Really, Clavier. You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Misham would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense have run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? Oh wait, no, that's Clavier.
The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph.
Clavier?
Honestly, I wanted to believe you. But the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph.
What do you say? Prosecutor Gavin.
Forehead. What was your accusation again?
Huh? Oh, it was that...
This poison stamp killed Drew Misham, huh? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp.
Yes, that's right. Which is why it couldn't have been planned.
Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by that stamp. That's all.
Coincidence?
Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject.
See, I knew it. He was trying to confuse us. I knew it. See, Clavier, I think I'm growing to you each... like each hour. I'm not growing to you that much, but I like it when you're on my side. But I don't really like you that much anyway. But I think you're a good adversary, not Christoph, Clavier.
If that's not bluffing, what is it?
What are you up to, Clavier?
I could ask you the same question, Christoph.
I silence the defense with my fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. Disc. As I tip my fedora. I silence the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. Tip, m'lady. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Very well, I shall take this claim head on then. Justice? What? You accuse me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have killed a painter?
Apollo, motive. He's talking about a motive.
Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. A motive for murder! This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. I'd say it's about this vital. It's about yay big of a threat. That's pretty vital. How do they see this? How do they see like the penalty meter? How do they see the health bar? It's like, oh, they look up and it's like, oh, it's pretty vital. It's about yay big. How big is it compared to the courtroom? Is it just a ginormous health bar? And then you see like the two bars like glowing and it's like, oh damn. Now that's very vital. They should have done that in the Ace Attorney live action movie. Well, Mr. Justice, I'm going through with this no matter what.
Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence.
Why did I use Clavier's voice for him? I guess I just like doing it. Then, let's see what you have for us. What reason does Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham? Now, nothing really comes to mind. I don't really know. Let's see the red envelope again. I deposited the $100,000 in a designated account. Please send the receipt once you confirm the transfer. Sign the papers and send it the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak this to no one. Maybe this is some sort of blackmail? Can I open it? There's an address on here, and a name I've never heard of. At least, I think so. It's too blurry to read. David... I know it's... Oh my gosh, David Clavier? Who the hell is David Clavier, bro? Is that, like, a freaking... like, ego? Drew Misham? Yeah. It's so weird seeing, like, the handwriting be so blurry, but also the stamp being such high quality. This stamp, it's of the Grammarys, isn't it? Why did Mr. Wright give me this letter right before the trial? What could it mean? Yeah, I think that says David Clavier. But who is that? Is that the father? Or maybe a third brother? I want to assume it's because of this. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Gramarie's diary. Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request a forgery be made? That was never proven.
The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright, who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they?
Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? Yep. This is the first page. I'm yawning. Whew. And this is the second. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already was already 7 years old. Holy, I said that so wrong. The motive for his murder was already 7 years old.
7 years old?
The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase everything, and anyone with connections to the forgery, to keep them from talking. But he made a mistake.
A stake?
Yes. The stamp was a picture of my favorite musicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poisoned stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. Yeah, and then he searched for it, because that was the same enclosed stamp that he needs to use. Forehead.
Forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned that stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented it, the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright.
What? Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down. I'm sorry. Maybe you missed something. Maybe you missed something, like, completely. Maybe you missed something. Kristoff, or I guess Clavier.
Oh, then how will it go down?
I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh, Old Boy. Love that movie. Here. What's this? I don't know. I just got over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit and the spiky hair. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand that I'm asking the impossible for you. Well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. And that was enough. Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery.
The day before?
Now, here's a question. Just who was Shady Enigmar's previous defense attorney?
No. This can't all be.
But it's all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar.
It was you, Kristoff Gavin.
Dun dun dun.
Whoa. Order. What is the meaning of this, witness? Defendant? Former lawyer?
Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin, and impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Forehead, are you sure you don't have evidence?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy.
Evidence! Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested the forgery 7 years ago.
Clavier?
Just prove it! Clear up the doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case.
You must have thought of some evidence, Apollo. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. He's actually quenching. He's getting a heart attack. He's tumbling. He's collapsing to the ground. I have to pull that darkness out in him, and proof is the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham? Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it. It can't be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not...
Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice?
I am.
Then, I say we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Very well. But if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty. Your Honor, do the defense an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? Holly! Your Honor! Is this allowed? Can we even grab ideas from the witness? He's just a witness. He's a former lawyer. We can't listen to him. He lost his badge for a reason. Your Honor, the system is broken.
I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time.
Well, Mr. Justice? Fine, Your Honor. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham. And I have something that clearly does the job. Very well, Mr. Justice, present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Misham. Oh man, I don't really know. I mean, it's the letter, right? Because you can clearly see it says David Clavier. But I don't know who this David guy is. Ooh. Does it say Clavier? I know it says David. Or does that say Christoph? Because I know that's a K, that's an R, that's an I. Wait, who is this? Is this Clavier? Or is this Christoph? Christoph David? Or David Christoph? Chris... And then I think that's a T. But it's not a PH. I guess it's like a TOV type of thing, like Christoph. Or Christoph, like just a single F, but that doesn't look like one. Who is this guy? I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll have a second chance. Yes. This evidence proves there's a link. That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hmm? Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Another forgery? No, Apollo, you're gonna get your attorney's badge taken away. No, not again. Oh no. That's what you get for having Phoenix Wright as your mentor.
Mr. Wright's handwriting? What's the meaning of this?
Ah, I see now. Yes, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there.
Phoenix Wright?
When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No.
He could have had that. No, it was in my cell.
Oh, so you're saying that this is yourself? No.
However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction?
When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera.
What?
He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Are we allowed to do that? Is that legal?
Regardless,
this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man has with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. I mean, look who's talking. Prosecutor Gavin? Prosecutor, damn, he's like shaking his fist. As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please. The defense's claim is denied.
what?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. Oh, man. Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination. But the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end this cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Apollo, do something!
I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I could use on him. Very well, this ends with a special witness's cross-examination.
The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of this whole youthful scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph?
Lavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret.
Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours?
Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important to you?
You amuse me, Airforehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago.
Holy, he's so weird looking.
Finally. You couldn't resist, could you, Air Right?
Resist what?
Presenting solid evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold? The prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record.
I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times.
Did you find anything unnatural about it?
Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment you call in Drew Misham. It was almost as if...
Almost as if what?
Funny. It didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence.
Ah! Correct! I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page.
Don't do this, Clavier.
I knew because you told me, Kristoff! What? It was the night before the trial.
Clavier?
Kristoff, not seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial.
Cleaning his guitar. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually.
Huh? Why not?
I won't be facing off with you in your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information.
Information?
The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then...
I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoff know so much?
Prosecutor Gavin.
Kristoff, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserved that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
The victim's belongings? Which would have been included in Magnifique's diary, wouldn't it? Mr. Gavin? My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin.
You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial.
Why not? I achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo? I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. The big black belly. Oh, I could freaking rub the big black belly on that guy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery. 2 cards. 1 card. Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go. Damn, this guy freaking sucks at gambling. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I could come to no other conclusion. Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Kristoff Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs? Oh, hey. How? How goes things? He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse of a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Oh, hold it. Hold it right there. So,
I forgot how cool Christoph Gavin is holy.
Yeah, except he's a giant freaking nerd. And a loser. But yeah, I guess he has that aura. So, the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that.
Don't be mean. He looks like an angry cat.
Yeah, an angry cat that looks like a nerd. Got so many books in his jail cell. And angry cats can be, can lean too much into their emotions, which I feel like is happening right now. Phoenix,
I
right?
reckon he could pick the lock with that hair.
Nah, you need like a more jaggedy, like zigzaggedy type of thing, you know? A straight pin could do half the job. But what you actually need is that jiggity jaggedy freaking lock piece thing. So, he needs to go to a salon, is what I'm saying. Phoenix Wright and Zach Ramery both deserve what they got.
It could be like a paper clip that bends easily.
Maybe. Has a lot of gel on it that could just bend easily. Yeah. You know what? Maybe you're right. Because how else did they both get that style? Either it's gel or maybe it's genetically. Excuse me. So you
Exactly.
asked. Exactly. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence, so you could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Ramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap.
You fed me information about the forgery you've made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him.
You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly.
Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself.
What are you talking about, Clavier?
Tell me, how did that trial end?
Cancelled when the defendant vanished.
Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years.
What? You were afraid your forgery would have been revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said, every day, for 7 years. But I felt it too. Generally sure is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Ramery got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? Wait just a minute. Zach Ramery was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone for 7 years? Yeah, basically. Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think that we'd get here so fast. Zach Ramery, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father, who is kind of a dick, not gonna lie. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him! Right, leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant? Tragic. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Ramery. And we all know who killed him. What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Did she already know? And she didn't tell me? What a wingman I have. Very useless. Who invited the 6-year-old into the courtroom, bruh? Where her daddy at, bruh? Get this freaking 5-year-old out of this courtroom, dog. What is she doing right next to an actual professional? Come on. Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician, Magnifique Gramarie's death started it. Magnifique Gramarie's death, and his student Zach Gramarie, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Drew miss him? Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. Yeah, very talented 5-year-old, I'm not gonna lie. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions?
To keep people from talking, of course.
These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atroquinine.
Atroquinine. Apply to the commemorative stamp.
But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp, I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up.
The Eridani nail polish, of course.
You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she had a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. Ah! That nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me. Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client. It was from that client, the one who wanted that note made. It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there's no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble?
If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest.
His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing in such long periods of time. Dude, you're a lawyer. Aren't you supposed to, like, stand in this courtroom? Or, I mean, you used to be one? Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Flavier, surely you understand.
We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the atroquinine that took Drew Misham's life.
What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramarie to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Yeah, he killed Shady Smith. He'll say it right now. Read over the report again if you'd like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive? Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Dude, you were already, like, guilty of it, man. You're already in jail for that thing. I mean, I feel like, you know, you can owe us a little bit of explanation. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Mishap, suspected in the murder of her father, yet she's not awake, so that's why we have you, brother. She's, you know, in a coma right now, brother. She can't really, you know, speak for herself. The trial has to go on. My trial's been finished for 6 months now. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. See, we're falling for it again. Kristoff is confusing us because it's like, actually, shouldn't we focus on the more important things instead of, you know, the point that you're actually getting at? You're confusing us, Gavin. You're trying to manipulate us. Brainwash. Brainwash. Put our brains in the laundry basket and brainwash us. It is the defendant, Vera Misham, who is on trial here. Yeah, she's not awake, Judge. She's not awake, Your Honor. Who are we supposed to question if the defendant is not awake? No, but we were doing so well, Apollo. As long as there's no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent. That's because we can find her asleep. That's because she's asleep right now. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume that there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Mishap to bite her nails? You? Don't blame it on me, brother. Don't blame it on me. We're in this court for a reason. Because you poisoned the dad, which means that she is now a suspect to the murder of her father, which is now why we're in this trial, and then the trial is a little bit scary, so she bit her nails and then freaking passed out. Don't blame it on me, brother. Don't blame it on me. We could try to go back days and days and days and months and years before this, man. This is a whole domino effect, brother. Because technically, she would have died anyway. It was just a matter of time before she died. It was just, you know, just waiting for the bomb to go off. Kristoff, shut up. What? It wasn't me, I know that much. Yeah, but it wasn't like who... Yeah, but you put the poison in the nail polish. I didn't do that. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. You think I knew that the nail polish had poison this whole time? Because it's like this is like a whole like self-defense case thing where it's like, oh, I killed somebody because, well, it was a threat to my life or something. It's like, actually, we're just a murder is still a murder, and you're still guilty, buddy. Even though you might have killed him because, I don't know, you were in danger, you were in harm, you still kill somebody. That would be his logic here. You still killed somebody, buddy. Self-defense? Impossible. You still killed him. Self-defense? Sure. But you still killed the guy. So you deserve jail time. You're not gonna walk out of here free. We're not gonna let a murderer out free. What a stupid line of logic. This is why he's book smart, not street smarts, okay? In the streets, in the streets, we actually know what we're talking about. What? I would understand if he was like, actually, because it's like, what would happen if, like, oh, the poison was in the nail polish. Or imagine this, like, let me think of a hypothetical. Like, let's say you talk to a friend, that friend is like, oh, dude, I got you and another friend of ours a sandwich. And I was like, I'll give you your sandwich, you give him his sandwich. Can you give him the sandwich for me? I was like, yeah, sure. I'll give him a sandwich for him. I give the guy the sandwich. It's like, dude, I know you're hungry. Like, here's your sandwich. Go eat it up. It's like, dude, turns out the sandwich has rat poison. He's dead. Going to trial. It's like, well, who's the cause? Well, what? Well, it wasn't me that killed him. You handed the sandwich with poison to that guy. So that means you killed him. It was your fault. It's like, dude, I just handed I didn't know that sandwich had poison in it. So it's just so funny that it's like, what? Why would you kill him? Why would you hand him the sandwich of which you didn't know had rat poison in it? What do you... What? Also had a freaking, mouse trap that, I don't know, that caught on his tongue or something. Like, damn, bro. Like, I didn't know about the poison. I just handed him the sandwich. I didn't know anything about that. This is just how it is. When you're hungry, you eat the sandwich. When you're stressed, you do your habits. It's like, I can't believe you. So it's like, it must be that the person before me who handed me the freaking sandwich would have been the guy who handed me the sandwich, would have been the one that put the poison in it. Christoph's a funny guy. I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at that guy. You're right. You know what? He does remind me of a cat. I feel like a cat would do this. I feel like a cat would do this. You know what? Yeah. A cat would do this. Straight on the head of the screwdriver. You hit the screwdriver into that with the hammer. Hit it. Home run. Evidence is everything. There's nothing more. It's like, you know what? You got a point. It's like, no, dude, come on. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor, Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney, but you freaking killed her. How dare you? I mean, sure, you didn't know that it was poison in there, and she did her habit. But it was your fault. We're not gonna question who put the poison in the nail polish. We're just gonna... My gosh, it's so stupid. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier?
Unfortunately, yes, Christoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right. Until now.
What?
Did the news not reach your desk in solidarity? Or in solitary, I mean. The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is a trial case for the new judicial system.
That's right. I totally forgotten.
The jury system.
Jurists, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law.
Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of joke?
What can we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system as a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law.
Nonsense! There's only room for two in this court. Me and the law! Keep the riffraff out! Out, I say!
They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything, but oh. Ew. Ew. Don't. Ew. Ah. Ew. Oh, why are they doing that? They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Oh, that's gross. Go look away, bro. Look away. Look, ew. Look away, bro. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? Uh-oh. So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. 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 Right! Holy. It looks like his hair was... Oh. Hey, man. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You let ignorant swine soil your courts. Kristoff. Kristoff. It's over. Clavier. The law is absolute. You can't be this serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is an end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge, like a gem polished to a gleam through trials and errors. It is this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. As always changing, growing, nurturing, it is our task as human beings. Except for you, Kristoff. You are changing. You stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. I see no need for further prolong this trial. Began a trial of Vera Misham accused of murdering her father. The painter Drew Misham, however. Several other incidents were reviewed, and we seem to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I'll await your decision. Jurors of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? Or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. Innocent, 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 innocent. I say innocent, innocent, innocent. It's like the freaking, like, Jason Todd vote. Call it now if you want Vera Misham to be sent to the chair. Yes! I'm tired of her already. October 9th, 12:48 p.m. Jurors' Chambers. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel have been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Please, wait! Yes, jurors number 6? There's something in the jurors' handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. Or dossiers? None of you were involved with the development of the case. with the development of the case. I see. Does that answer your concern? It is time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. And then it's gonna be like a whole, like, different game now. It's gonna just be like 12 angry men, but an ace attorney for some reason. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely. Judge well. Ooh. Lamar! No way. Not guilty. Oh, I can choose. Dude, no way. I can choose? Wait, can I save here? I can't! Oh, no! I'm sure there's like an autosave type of thing. I want to see what happens. I'm gonna choose not guilty. Oh. I can change my mind. Guilty. Not guilty. Yes. I need this Apollo guy to win. I don't know. I feel like he's like a part of me. I feel like we're one and the same. Oh, I feel a strong connection to him, like a mother-son type of straying apart. Oh my gosh. And so, verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the jury system.
Error anomaly SIP.
Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than any I've ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. Dude, I also laughed pretty loudly and for a while. Maybe not for hours, but yeah. Maybe if something's really funny, I could laugh for a while. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. Thank goodness! She's awake! October 10th, 12 a.m., Hickfield Clinic. Oh my gosh, she's okay! Vera, I'm so glad, Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera, Hey now, don't you start crying too! I'm sorry you had to see us like this. Oh my gosh! She finally showed emotions. Vera? Thank you so much, Apollo. Thank you. No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. It looks like that poison had some effect after all. Maybe we should give her more of that poison. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you could pull through, Vera! I mean, that's what Paulo and I was fighting for the whole time. Your future! I wouldn't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Whoa! Ooh, look, it's me! I love it. Thanks. What? Is that me? She's really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. I mean, I like it. Very minimalist. Very Picasso. I like it. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy. Except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him into the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He brought all of those things for me when he came to visit earlier. Oh, you mean those stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You helped your dad be a deadbeat? I mean, we already knew that, but still, what a crazy idea. What a freaking bum. What a freaking jerk. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me. That day he went away. Well, he's dead, so... You can tell us. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I'll be watching, and one day, I shall return. You're the next Grammary, after all. That's how I imagine he would laugh. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise because he's dead. It's okay, Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. That he can't. Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kind of loud sometimes. Glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is daddy? The one who can't play. Dude, I know who you're talking about. Your real daddy's freaking dead, bro. And it's kind of crazy. It doesn't seem like she was affected all of that by her real daddy's death. It's kind of crazy. Do you know Apollo? I think he's said that he had to meet someone. I wonder. Maybe it's a new mommy. I hope so. Oh, Trucy? Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted. Yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection! Ahem. Not loud enough. I like this Mr. Magic Underwear better anyway. That's Magic Panties, Apollo! Damn. Damn, I need more Mr. Hat, bro. I love that guy. So, your memories returned. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memories. Yeah, there we go. And you hear that music? The same song that she was singing on that one case she was involved with. Now she knows about Trucy and Apollo, I think. That'd be cool if, like, oh yeah, now Lamar's part of the family because, well, she's the freaking mother of both children. I mean, I feel like that'd be a cool close off, but I don't know. Knowing Ace Attorney, probably not. Probably we'll probably have a reason to not return. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamar. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course, it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children, 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I'll go to them when the time is right. Until then, don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. I mean, I feel like you should, involve her in this as well. I mean, she just freaking lost her memories. And so what? She's gonna retire now? A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep my eye on her at least. because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet. Yes? I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of them all. I remember meeting him half a year ago in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. Oh my gosh, she's flying. She's flying away. She's going to heaven. 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned, and I am myself once more. For the first time, I'm glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, her and Miss Ham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they got something worth living for. Man. What a wise realization to have. I've got power of mind. Well, it needs some work, but there's hope now. I've lost it, but somehow I find it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. What, you were gonna quit? Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel. Here comes justice. Here comes justice. Wow. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. And don't you worry about the troop grammary. Trucy's on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Yes! Trucy grammary! Frankly, I've got my doubts. But pack grammary, I'll now pack them in. Oh my gosh, it's 3D. I'm gonna... Oh, no. Okay, you never let me speak. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, huh? That's why it's over. The Gavineers are breaking up. The news caused a run on tissues at the supermarkets nationwide. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Jam session? So they're still making music, just not as the Gavineers anymore? Not the Gavineers! No! Oh, hey, Phoenix. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted, I've got time on my hands. And I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Dude, did I become a lawyer again? Yes! A piano player, in quotes. Yeah, you play the piano. Sit there and just mash the keys until, like, something works. So, I was sitting around eating snackoos the other day, when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could argue at the crunch, and better yet, making them ding. And the power of science, although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. I actually haven't seen... Have I seen Emma in this case at all? I think rarely. Like maybe like a few times, but she's not as involved in this case compared to like the other ones. I still miss Gumshoe, bro. Where is that guy? In unlikely event you are wanting Russian feast, come to Borge Bowl Club. The only thing colder than... Oh my gosh. But a greater challenge is being required. I forgot. Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. Forgot she's not short. Any more? Any more guys to fill up this desk full of... Oh, there it is. Oh, no way. I don't know what's the voice I gave for her, honestly. So, Katsuki Pastries is getting back on its Easter roots. Spread the culture, y'all. Yo, boss! Culture time! Oh, it's this guy. This is how we write root, capiche? But we've been, still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss! PR time! And this is how we write people, alright? Not that Waki's paying any attention. Ooh, kids. Bezoid, Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker for real. I know it don't look like a cracker, G. What do you want me to call it? The OG muffin? Okay, buddy, calm down. Calm down, buddy. Damn. Don't need to be all hostile, brother. They're gonna chop me up. Oh, hey, guy. I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You ask me, there's only one food, and that's noodles. Noodles forever. I got one too. A new one too. See, this time, just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend El Dude's noodles about the salt? Salt forever! Wow, what a great bunch of characters. Oh, that guy. The panty stealer. My exceptionally inquisitive nature won the oh my gosh, these are big words. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinker because of my stinky hands. Because of all the panties I used to steal. Or that I... Wesley Sicko reporting. Oh, okay. You know, I don't want to read his lines, actually. Anybody else? Are we gonna cover this whole desk? Whoa, she's normal. I don't know how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. I may have lost years, but I've gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact, children. I'll think of them when I write my next song. So, she's still a performer, just... I don't know. I don't know how involved she is with... oh, hey guy. Brusher, 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 brusher. Brusher, 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 brusher. Brusher here, back onto the beat with another interview. How do we feel about things? How things turned out? No scoop yet, but general is confidence and mid-condition. And wow! Ugh. We really got a freeze frame on that? Ugh. I've decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint, but I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. Wow. So, a whole sub 100. Yeah, a lot of the last kid. Oh my gosh! It's Mr. Head too. He is tall, but he's short. So how short is Trucy? He's a short king, but taller than... Oh! You unlock the special bonus in the music and background setting. Commemorative. commemorative, commemorative, commemorative. No way! Can I change that? No! Not yet, at least. Let me change it. Dude, this looks sick! What is this one? What? Without using story mode, complete every episode of all 3 games from beginning to be a new episode. What? Oh, all 3 games. Without using story mode. That's so cool. Hey! That's sick. Oh my gosh. Phoenix without his toque? Oh my gosh, that's so weird. What are you taking off your toque for, bro? Oh my goodness. That's so weird. I'm so used to him seeing with his toque on. But now that he's taking it off, like, yeah, that's just how... I mean, that's his hair. I mean, that's how it is, like, naturally. That's so weird. Dude, I love Mr. Hat, bro. That guy is awesome. I need him to appear more in the other games. That's crazy. This is like the last like 2D sprite Ace Attorney. And then in the next game, we're back to Phoenix Wright. Which who didn't even want to give Apollo Justice a chance at his other game. I mean, he's still in the game. Spirit of Justice. And the museum, yeah. So, it's like, these two are 3D games now, unlike Apollo Justice. It's like, this is Apollo Justice's first game, to have his name in the title, but also, the last one to be 2D, I think. Because there's also The Great Ace Attorney, about Phoenix's ancestor. And I think that's when, like, the judicial system was, like, coming to Japan. And so at that point, I think it's kind of like a lot of Western influence that's coming into Japan. Because they decided to take it from, like, I don't know, Europe, I think, at that time. I remember playing it. It's been a hot minute, though. I wanna stream that as well. But I think I would want to finish the trilogy before I get to that, because that's also like 2 games. And I'm curious about like the characters and the game mechanics, because it looks very different. Even though it's still conceptually Ace Attorney, just you know, just a couple of years back. What was I gonna say? Okay. I wonder what's gonna happen to Lamar, because, like, she seems very important, but I guess not important enough to keep her around. He was like, yeah, she got her memories back, we did her case, it's all good and done, and boom, there we go. So it kind of like, so it kind of sucks that she'll probably not appear. I want to say she probably won't appear in the next game. Even though it's like, oh, it'd be nice that she'd be like a regular now that she can like talk with Apollo and Trucy, and hell, since I don't know, if not for Apollo and Trucy. Hell, even Vera, like, I feel like she still needs some sort of... Isn't she the same age as Trucy? I mean, she's an adult now, but I still feel like she needs to have, like, at least a guardian with... So maybe that, something like that could be cool. But that's cool. I like that. I like Apollo Justice, honestly. I think I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. Because it's like, this is a different guy we're following. With maybe a slightly different, like, gimmick as to point out lies. Which is interesting. I like the, what is it called? The perceive mechanic? I like that. That was cool. A nice change of pace. But it is unfortunate that a lot of the Phoenix Wright characters didn't, like, bleed through to this one as well. I mean, yeah, sure, there's Emma. But even though she appeared in the one case all the way back when, like, first there was the first Ace Attorney that came out on the GBA, but that was, like, Japan only. And then it was brought over to the US on the DS, and with the DS, I think it was with the DS. With the DS came with, like, another case onto it. Yeah, because that case introduced, like, examining fingerprints, like, a lot of stuff that used the touchscreen and the mic. So, it appeared on the DS as, like, some sort of, like, extra DLC thing with buying the DS version of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And then the other games happened that also came out on the DS. But since she only had one case, I guess, yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see her in, like, an actual working environment, being an adult and whatnot. But I don't remember her being so, like, hard to deal with in when she was a child, when she was a huge fanatic about, like, what is it called again? Forensics, yeah. Now she's kind of, like, a little bit annoying. That's whatever. I still like her as a character. Then what? Then I just lost it. Damn it. Okay. The third case curse, I guess, doesn't really apply here. I really like the third case. I like all of these cases, actually. I think my favorite one is, like, 4, the fourth one. I like that case a lot. I think it's because, like, the characters in there, like Vera, Drew, like, even though they were victims and we don't really usually know much about the victims, like, they really just have a lot of flashbacks and a lot of testimonies, and Phoenix's, like, friggin' Mason system, and that was cool. I like that. I feel like that really explored a lot of the kind of corruption of the Gramarye group, or the Gramarye troop, and Phoenix actually having a lot of impact on the story, even though he's, like, not a lawyer. Like, dude, he's, like, some kind of, like, drug dealer, the way he's moving. I mean, he looks like it too, but he's not actually, like, dealing drugs. He's just, like, doing big projects on his own, and that influences a lot of the elements that happen here. And that's cool. I like that. It's like, he's not... I'm glad that they did it. It's just like, now we need to push Apollo to be the big guy in here. he still does the investigations. Apollo still like does a lot of worth, but Phoenix also has his worth and a part to play, which is nice. Actually, nice how they did his character, but still, man, I feel like we could have at least gotten like Gumshoe in present time. I don't know, maybe Maya, maybe a mention of Maya. I feel like Maya should have been there at that case 7 years ago. Why wasn't Maya there? It's like she didn't exist. Maybe it's because like this can be advertised as like the new big game in the Ace Attorney franchise that you can also enter it as your first game. Because like we got a new main character you play as, a new side characters, new prosecutor. And even though there's some, you know, references to the past, it's not necessarily super important. So I guess that's why I didn't want to make it to feel like it is actually just like it, so you don't have to need to play the first trilogy to understand. But it's like how Yakuza Like a Dragon has the new protagonist, but it also has references to the previous games. So it's like you could play this game first and then try out the other games if you liked it a lot. That's my guess, but honestly, I like, I like this. I like this a lot. Now that I see like Phoenix and Trucy like side by side, dude, they actually do look alike. What the hell, man? Why do they look so similar? Dude, we just got this explained to us, bro. Why? Why do they look so similar? Is it because of like, is it like the same thing where people say, "Oh, did you know that your pets, the pets usually look like their owner"? Is that the same thing with like a daughter? It's like, yeah, did you know that your adoptive, like, child can look like the adoptive parent? Who would have thought? They have very similar eye shapes. They have very similar nose. It's usually the eyes and the nose. And I guess a similar face shape, but I mean, it's like, it's more rounded and feminine, because, I mean, of course, like, girl and guy. But yeah, they do look similar. It's just, you know, she's just more pale. Kind of crazy that Phoenix got that color to him. He's a person of color, boy. I mean, everyone had got their own color. The one who's like friggin' pale are Trucy and Emma. I mean, Apollo got some color on him, too. Anyway. Yeah. This game is pretty cool. I would like to say this game is pretty cool. But now that we're done with it, you know what that means. At least next time. You know? Because I don't really have Kiwami 3 installed right now. So, can't really play it. Can't really, like, start it up or see, like, this startup screen. It's like, oh! Yeah, I can't do that. So y'all are gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait as well. But we'll see what happens. But I think that'll be the end of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I would want to do the same thing with like the other games as well. Like in this trilogy, I mean. Like treat this as one game because I mean it is just one game. I mean all of these games were separate. all of these games were like separate in real life, so I'll treat them as their own games because they are their own games, especially converting them from 2D to 3D graphics. I'm excited for that because that's like baby 3D graphics. I played the Great Ace Attorney that has 3D graphics. I think they mastered it a little bit with the 3D graphics at that point, but I want to see how wonky they look at the when first transitioned to 3D. Ace Attorney didn't have a smooth transition to 3D. Apollo, I feel like, could be easily intertwined with Phoenix. Feels like they do think very similarly. And I feel like that's really the only problem that I have. That I don't think there's much to really distinct Apollo from Phoenix. But I guess that's, I'm thinking because of when Phoenix was a lawyer. Phoenix as a bum is very different. So I guess Apollo is just the remnants of Phoenix, and Phoenix is just the freaking bum, like wise version. He's like very in touch with his feelings. He's very like he's like the type to look at the night sky right leaning up right against a tree. Maybe it's a cherry blossom tree. He'll look at the night sky, or maybe even a sunset. He'll be very appreciative of life now that he has this time. He looks like he grew up. Even though he doesn't have the stubble in this image, even though he has stubble in the game. So maybe that's why it looks really weird to me at first. He needs to have that stubble. If he's gonna be a bum. Anyway, that's basically it. I'll see you guys... Wait, hold on. Outro. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that was fun. I liked it. I like it a lot. I like Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Very cool. And we're gonna play more in the future. Along with other games that are in the backlog. But consider Apollo Justice Ace Attorney done. But yeah, I'll get out of here. Thank you guys for being here. Yada yada yada. Hope you all have a good day. Yada yada yada. Subreddit commissions, or I guess commission should be first. Commissions, subreddit, Discord, whatever. Commission subreddit Discord, 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 commission subreddit Discord.